with one of our students, our colleges, they just had a class start this week, and we're looking at the data. And we do this regularly, where we see like all these people that came in. They were moved. They thought okay, I can do this. I want to change my life. I want to get my degree. But then you have all these people that don't take action. They don't answer when you call. They don't email you back. They don't show up for the meeting or whatever, right? And so one of the things we like to do is just do some follow-ups that are very sincere. And we did an email and said, hey, the class start is this week. You said you were interested. You're ready to go on this journey and get a career that you're proud of. What's holding you back? Email me back, let me know, and tell me what's going on. And we got a really good response. About 10% of the people responded, and these are all people that hadn't converted, just giving reasons why. And so it just opened up that conversation where it had closed, right? And we wanted to pop on and just kind of talk through just basically the thought process and the opportunity there.
Yeah, I think that's a cool kind of approach to the follow-up strategy. I think a lot of times you'll see when someone doesn't kind of take action on that first wave, they get dropped into kind of a please enroll, come in for a meeting. It's a very surface level message that they're getting. Yeah. And I think that's a cool approach. It's very sincere. You kind of get to, it pulls at me as a person. You want to know my reason for why I couldn't come in for a meeting and why it doesn't make sense right now. Yeah. I think the important thing to remember is people aren't, showing some interest in going away because they're messing with you. They are interested, and money isn't an issue. That's something that held someone back, or life got busy. There was an event that came up, and it was just too demanding of a season of life. So getting to hear those sorts of things is different, and I think kind of data you don't typically get in that.
Yeah, and you're not going to get that data if you're being if it's a big sales pitch. Right. Where all you're doing is trying to go in for the kill and get them to respond. And one of the things that we try to do too is just to be really specific with our follow-ups. So if we know in our email list or our leads list, we've got these people showed up for a meeting, we're going to talk to those people a little differently than the people that didn't show up at all or never contacted us. And if even based on program, that your psychology students are going to be a lot different than your criminal justice students, which are going to be a lot different than your Cosmos students. So how you talk to those people is going to be a lot different. Yeah,
it goes back to anytime you're able to get specific and more specific with people, you're more likely to get a reply from someone when it's, hey, student, I saw that you showed interest in blank. That doesn't really speak to many people, but if you're able to say, hey, Josh, I saw that you were interested in cosmetology. I'm sure this is a passion of yours. We'd love to get you in and kind of hear, what was the barrier, what held you back. That's definitely more kind of resonates deeper with people that are kind of in that tough spot.
Yeah, because like you think about Cosmo, in that email you can say, hey, I know you love to make people feel beautiful.
Right.
Like we are ready to help you with that next step. But if you send that to the criminal justice person, they're going to be like, I want to help my community. And that's just being specific with that message is really powerful. And the more it can feel like a conversation, a one-to-one interaction, the better.
Yeah, and that kind of interludes into, when you're getting those specific messages to people and you're more inclined to get their feedback on what the thing was that held them back, then you're able to take all of those reasons, those things that get people stuck and not able to enroll, and you can use those and kind of navigate, help students navigate those going forward. So it kind of allows you, if it's a financial thing, if it's, we're too busy, those are things you can then mix into marketing strategy. We have this financial aid available, or we can do night classes and work on your schedule. Kind of those big things that get people stuck, you're able to use as kind of we actually have a fix for that. We can help you work around that.
And sometimes it can open up because there's just head trash where they're like, I'm not worth it, or I've got kids, or I've got this, I've got that.
Yeah, it's selfish for me to go to school.
Yes, exactly. And so just having that data, being able to think about should we incorporate this into our marketing can be very powerful. So, any final thoughts?
No, I think that's great. Yeah, I think the big thing to remember is, if someone doesn't enroll in that first wave,
Yeah.
they're not a throwaway. There's lots more that you can do to help them, and that at the very least you can kind of use to know more going forward. So don't kind of use that large chunk of people that are just sitting there untouched as a throwaway. There's lots there.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and until next time, thank you.